Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fortunate Creations. I'm Kim, and this is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So from amigurumi to weaving and anything in between. If you like crafting and being creative, stick around. I think you're going to like it here. This morning is another episode of Coffee with Kim, and I am happy to share my coffee with you, or whatever you drink in the morning. It is nice and early. The sun is coming up. It looks like there's not a cloud in the sky, which means it's a little chilly outside. I think it's only like 12 degrees or so. So how is your morning so far? What day is it? It's Wednesday. So I do get to go visiting some friends today. If any of you are on my lives on the weekend, you know Renee is one of my moderators. I'm going to visit Renee today. And then I'm going to visit another one of my supporters who's on my lives every weekend, and that's Lori. She's my friend Luba. So we're going to go hang out a little bit today, so that's fun. Plus I'm going to incorporate a couple stops at thrift stores and consignment shops. So I should have a treasure hunt coming up. Lots of good stuff going on. So we are at 852 subscribers. It's very exciting. Lots of great feedback the last couple of days. I've been putting up some videos, just some tips and tricks and some hacks and a couple tutorials and stuff like that. I'm having a really good time, putting up some content like that. A lot of the instructions that you see out on YouTube and the tutorials, they say easy, but they're not really for the beginner. You know what I mean? They're not really for the person who just said, hey, I want to try crochet. I've only been crocheting since May of 22. And I took to it and I love it. So a lot of the tutorials out there, you know, they start assuming that you know the basics. So I'm starting a series of maybe you don't know the basics, and here they are. So I started my first one, and it's called This Should Be Your First Crochet Video Ever, or tutorial ever, whatever I named it. But it was fun to make. I've already filmed the second one, recorded the second one, filmed it. I sound like I'm in Hollywood. I've already recorded the second one. And then I'm going to, the first one is how to do the chain, how to do the slip knot. Wow. Maybe I need more coffee. How to chain, how to do a single crochet. And then I go on to say how to do a full line of single crochets. And then the second one is going to be, okay, you know, how do you take that one line and make it into a swatch? I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. And then the second one is going to be, okay, now that you've made a swatch, let's start over and learn double crochet. So I'm going to do the basic stitches and the basic, you know, the basic terms, the basic stitches, things not to stress over, like what kind of hook you use. Just find the one you like. Fun stuff like that. Oh my goodness, excuse me. So I have been inspired by someone, and I want to give her a shout out. Excuse me, Shannon over at Art Junkie. I'm having so much fun following her and hanging out with her. She does live videos where we kind of just sit and hang out. We all just chat and crochet and drink coffee or tea or whatever. And it reminds me of like an old-fashioned quilting club. So Shannon has inspired me to go over to the collection of crafting books that I have and pull out this one. Okay. So Shannon is doing, Art Junkie is doing basic patterns of like granny stitches, okay? And she's doing a collection of the granny stitches, and I'm doing them along with her, and I'm really having a blast. Just a quick, here's what we're doing. Oh my goodness, it's stuck. Here. Okay, so when we crocheted along together, I made this, which is cute, but is not what it should be. And this is the one it should be. So she actually, after we were finished with the video that we all did together live, Shannon went ahead and revised it and did a tutorial of it. So I came up with this one, and I'm having a blast. So anyway, I will tag her below and in the instructions or introductions. So information. Wow. Yeah. Wow. What time is it? 7 something, isn't it? So anyway, I skipped past all of the granny squares that we're doing together on her channel. And it just says patterns here, you know, granny squares, motifs, and stitches. So I skipped that because I'm going to do that with her. But on here, now there's projects. I'm like, ooh. You know me, I'm working on a blanket, but I get the gotta finishes. So I gotta finish something fun. So what I'm working on, I thought there was a bigger picture of it. Is there? Yeah. Okay. So the first project is a mug cozy. Sounds silly. I get it. I know. But it's practice. And the more you practice, the better you get. So, and it's a new thing for me because I do not read patterns. And this one I'm reading because it's super easy. Okay. So I'm also, as I make it, I'm writing myself notes to share once I do a tutorial of it. So this starts with a medium 4, any medium 4. It tells you the skill level, it tells you the materials, and then it tells you also the hooks and the stitches you're going to learn. So this one, you need a medium 4. You need a 4.5 crochet hook. You need 1 button, 1 pin, and your yarn needle with that. Oh my goodness. Again, I am so sorry. I don't yawn. Well, I'm not talking to anybody, but I don't yawn the whole time. I get up at 3. And, well, this morning was 3:30, so don't let me lie to you. I'm sorry. So anyway, all right, back to this. The stitches you're going to need is the chain stitch, and it shows you the abbreviation. The double crochet, and it shows you the abbreviation. Half double. I haven't got to those yet, but half double, single, and the slip stitch. So it shows you the stitches you're going to use, and it tells you the abbreviations it's going to use in the pattern. And then down here, it gives you some notes. So, or some tips. So I read those before I start in case there's a tip to do with something in the pattern. So, I mean, it's really super easy. I'm this far on it. So I figure I'm going to make the first one, and then I'm going to make a variation of it using my notes, and then I'll do a tutorial. So that'll be fun, right? Again, it's fun content. I'm finding that my tutorials are getting a lot of response and a lot of positive feedback. So that makes me really happy. The more people interact with me, the more I feel like I'm helping somebody learn something, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I want to see how far I've gotten on my blanket. It's really looking pretty. So I have gotten to the point now where I'm introducing the new ball of yarn that I showed you yesterday that I intertwined 2 other colors because I ran out of the skeins of the original 2 colors. So I did put a handy dandy little stitch marker in there so I don't pull it out. And here's where we are so far. So I think I'm gonna let this get as thick as as many rows as this. And then I will finish it up with a final set of the dark blue. And I think that'll be a really nice throw. You know, chuck it in my camper, and when I'm sitting around at the campfire, if my legs are chilly and I don't feel like going in to get to change my clothes, I'll just throw this over my lap. I think it'll be a nice little versatile. Oh my goodness, it's so soft. So soft. So I think it'll be a nice little versatile blanket. I'm sure somebody at camp will steal it from me. It's my siblings. I just give it to them and make another one. So that's what I'm working on right now. I really, if you haven't checked it out yet, please do. I have a hack on there, or tutorial, whatever you want to call it, on how to roll a center pull ball. I'm telling you, I'm obsessed with it. So I am wrapping everything I have into the center pull balls, and they work perfectly. I'm telling you, they work perfectly. When you're starting it, you might have to pull it a little hard just to remind it what it's supposed to do, and then it's working perfectly. Can I say perfectly again? I'm sorry. I'm in one of those moods this morning. So when I first started doing Coffee with Kim, I was telling you guys of the song that was stuck in my head. And I got away from it because a lot of the times I'll have the same song for a month, which tends to be maddening. But anyway, I got away from it. So yesterday morning, I'm sitting in here crocheting, and I realized the song that I had stuck in my head. You're gonna laugh. Here We Come a Wassailing from Christmas. Can you figure out where that may have come from? I certainly can't. And I shared it with Mr. Fortunate. He's like, there you go. I said, yeah, that's a little peek into my world right there. So, I just never know. Hopefully this won't be one of the ones that's stuck in my head for a month. I'd like to get that out of there as soon as possible. But what about you guys? Do you wake up with a song? I know Mr. Fortunate doesn't, and he finds it extremely odd that I do. But then again, I do break out into song often. I make up songs. I sing songs. I sing to Fritzy all the time. All the time. I'll change words around to just say Fritzy. I can't wait for my grandson. I'll be doing that too. Speaking of my grandson, 13 days. He's due in 13 days. I packed my Grammy bag last night. So you never know. I might end up staying at the hospital, for hours. So I want to make sure I have everything I need so I'm comfortable, or anything she might have forgotten so I can help her out. So I put in a change of clothes. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I put in a change of clothes. I put in, all the personal things like the deodorant and this and that. Chapstick. A pair of, I thought of this and I'm kind of proud of myself. A pair of my Crocs, like my older ones, in case I'm there long enough to have to shower. I can wear them in the shower. I don't know. We don't know what's going on. I'm prepared. So I'm ready. Now, that's all the other stuff. I also put in there some of those, where are they? So these are the little chargers that you can plug in and take with you. I've got 2 of those. I've got headphones, and I've got a coloring book and markers. And of course I have my survival kit. So my crochet survival kit. Always have it with me. You never know. I'm going to get the gotta finishes, and I need to, and I need to work on something. I might throw this book in there to go with my survival kit. That way I can work on another, what's the next one? That way I can work on another project if I want. The next one is a toy ball. And it may seem silly and simple, but What's in my coffee this morning? Anyway, but it shows you how to go in a circle. It shows you how to increase and decrease. It shows you how to stuff items. I mean, you're learning a lot from this. No, there's even a treble in there. Treble is my least favorite stitch. I don't know, it's not like it's done anything against me, I just don't like it. Make a magic circle. See, that's it. I'm challenging myself right now, right this minute, to learn how to do the magic circle. Every time I try, I get my hands all blah. I can't do it. So I do the 4 crochet and go back into the original one. I can't do a magic circle. Well, I haven't been able to do a magic circle to this point. I'm going to make a new rule on my channel. I am not allowed to say I can't do it when it comes to crafting. When it comes to other things, I can do it. Like, I can't climb a tree anymore. I shouldn't climb a tree anymore. I'm saying I can't, I shouldn't. But, so today's going to be a great day. I'm excited. So this morning, I started working on, I have hundreds and hundreds of digital pictures. There's sunsets and there's birds and there's flowers and there's, I mean, so many. So, Mr. Fortunate was like, why don't you put them in your Etsy store as digital downloads? Well, why don't I? So, of course, that was a very small opening to a giant rabbit hole. So now I'm going back in to all of my pictures. And of course, I can't just download them. I have to make folders. I have a sunset folder, and I have a bird folder, and I have a flower folder. So I got them all separated into folders. Right now I'm up to posting sunset pictures as digital items on my Etsy store. They're immediate download. They're $1 a piece. I mean, we'll see, whatever. It's not, other than my time, you know what I mean? It's just pictures I took because I love them. So I sold a few things in my Etsy store yesterday. It's very exciting to me when somebody likes something I've created. I know that's silly. I get it. It is very silly, but it's just such a neat feeling when someone who doesn't know me, I mean, it's one thing when your sibling or your mom wants something that you made, but when someone who has no idea who I am goes into my store and is like, wow, that's pretty cool, I want that. I'm like, I just get so proud of myself. It's the equivalent of somebody hanging my picture up on the refrigerator. So think of that. Every time somebody buys something from my Etsy store, I'm putting a star up on the refrigerator. So, in my opening of my videos, I say from amigurumi to weaving. And I want to show you, I found this little guy on my last treasure hunt. He's so cute. And he looks super easy. Like, these are all single crochet. Look at how adorable that is. I want to recreate him for my grandson. I would use softer, my only critique is I would use softer yarn. But he's so cute. He's earned a place in my background, I believe. What do you think? Let's push some of this in. Ooh, that'll go in a little bit. And we'll stand him right there. There you go. That's my Be Creative bear. So he's going to stay right there. He'll be my co-pilot next to Fritzy, and the neighbor has a dog. I can't think of her name, but she's teeny tiny like that. So it's Fritzy and the neighbor's dog. The heck is her name? Well, doesn't matter. I never see her. they don't let her out because she's smaller than Fritz, and with the predators we have around here, no little dog should go outside. Our other neighbor up that way has a huge black lab. Even he doesn't get let out, just out. It's just not safe. I mean, we've got bobcats, we've got fox, we've got coyote, eagles, all sorts of animals of prey. So it's safer. Just keep your pets where you can see them. And everybody will be safe. All right, so I've got to get myself going. I've got to upload this video and get ready for the day. So thank you so much for sharing your Wednesday morning with me and starting your midweek off with a cup of coffee with Kim. I appreciate you. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, check out my other videos, check out all the links I have in the description of the video, and be creative. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.